Saturday Showdown. DRX 대 광동 트릭스.
And I think that DRX is going to be pretty happy. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it's the Rel. And so now we're still up in the air. We still don't necessarily know. I don't know about this, Splitter, as that Maokai can still head towards the bottom lane if they would like it to. Execution, exactly. Let's hop onto the Rift for game number 1. DRX, 하나, 둘, 셋.
DRX fighting!
DRX, 하나, 둘, 셋. DRX fighting! Woo! Back in the LPL, but I can't repeat that right here. It's just a little bit not okay. All right, here in the mid lane, we do have Closer having a pretty good time on his Tristana. This is one of his picks that he does like, as you can see, just bouncing forwards towards Yehu. And this is going to be the first time that Yehu's played the Orianna as well. His 4th unique champion here in the LCK, for this season anyway. As Plato misses a Gleaming Quill.
Mobile, hard to pin you down.
Well, this is feeling a little bit pinned down, as Yehu does manage to at least offer a little bit of damage back with the command attack and the dissonance, but still, I like the aggression coming out from Closer here. Just
applies to the first Void Grub you kill.
Oh, true. Yehu actually taking a lot of damage. There's the flash and first blood for Closer.
Really strong performance, and again, he's pushing the limits of this matchup.
So it's not going to be quite that large, but let's have a look at this one more time. As, yeah, just jump and press your explosive charge button.
Yeah, really well played. And again, so many times we've seen him jumping in so far this game already, really making the most of the Halo Blades and the explosive charge in there.
Oh, as all right, Fleta going aggressive and then stands still as Henna lands a very nice Chains of Corruption. Makes it look easy. And there's been a lot of Chains of Corruption being thrown around over the last couple of weeks. All right, another rocket jump. This time it's going to be counteracted though, and there's that paranoia we were asking for. There's a Shattering Strike though, crash down from Executors. He's looking to try and get this one done. Twisted Advance comes in, but the knock-up is so beautiful, and Yehu is still alive. We're emoting, we're throwing out buttons. This is amazing from DRX, and it's going to be Pleta that locks down the kill. No,
so
he's threatening with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not going to criticize. He's been having a good laning phase, but
okay. Well, I mean, as soon as the first one comes out, Sponge just wants to keep pressing that R button. He has found it, and he is not going to lose it again.
Yep, found the momentum, and Willow just caught out, trying to set up control of this dragon. It's 2 minutes before both the dragon spawns, so if you can find a window.
All right, there's the Shockwave. It's going to pull both of them in. Teddy just explodes the Varus, and that's the double kill out of nowhere.
You can see here the Shockwave timing timed really well, just to give them nothing they can really do. You know, the Nocturne, you can't exactly kite or dodge away when he targets you with the ult. DRX out of the dragon area, but they're just going to let the Herald hit, and Enclave get baited. Look at the TP coming in, though, from Rascal.
Yeah. Nature's Grasp just going to try and lock down the dragon. That will be successful. And now DRX, they have inside track. That should be an inner turret.
You know, very recent debut in the LCK, and he wants to be part of the whole experience.
Oh, this is not the time that Rascal wanted to engage. He also just takes a bath in the Equalizer. I don't think he really wanted it. There is a Slice Flash Dice, and I think he will be able to make it out. Yeah, the explosive charge not going to be enough.
And they are fishing.
All right, there's the Grand Entrance. There's the Shockwave once again. The Tristana just explodes. And now Willer is on the run, tries to get back to his inner turret, and he will succeed at least for the moment. Some access is given to this river as Execute is just going to move his way in. Willer might be able to make this one a 50-50, and can DRX find themselves a turn? First Harpoon going to go wide towards this Renekton as he's building up the rage. There's the Flash Magnus Storm. Equalizer is not fantastic though, as Teddy is untouched, and now Execute just taking burst fire after burst fire. DRX going down too low to stay on this Baron though, and it's only Teddy with much of a health bar to speak of, as Rascal is going to get closed in on, but man, he's surviving for a long time. As Pleta on that flank angle, there is so much vision for DRX in the enemy jungle. And there is the paranoia to make sure that they have no idea what this health bar looks like. In they go, Shockwave is not going to find too much as Willer flashes his way out. Rascal looks for that backline, but Pleta is just going to explode. explode, and DRX, they may have overstepped. There is the harpoon to clear it out from Clear, and now Closer has found the opportunity. He's diving on top of the Zeri. She gets one, but that's going to be it. And FearX, they should be able to grab the Baron themselves.
They're unsure what to do. Do they want to turn? Do they want to deny the Maokai from getting in?
You saw that dissonance onto two members as another Paranoia comes down into this mid lane, but there's a great Magnet Storm from Execute. Nature's Grasp over the top as well, as now Hannah has found Pletter and he just melts. Clear, I mean, we were talking about this. If he's involved, it's going to be a rough time, and it absolutely has been. Teddy thrown around like a ragdoll in the river. Push another wave into this inner turret, and there is another Paranoia. Can they actually turn around this Baron power play as the shockwave is decent, but still their health bars are going down so low. Willow looks immortal as Rascal tries to get into the back line, but the flash out from Henna is massive. The equalizer is too, and Henna's going to be able to grab Yahoo. Teddy skates his way out of there, and they at least managed to limp away. The 1-for-1 though. We'll see, Closer of course does have that rocket jump available. Here's Nature's Grasp as Willa just taking matters into his own hands. Oh, Yahoo! Oh, he just walks all the way up. The equalizer's not really what you want to see. The Paranoia nothing, a four-man Magnet Storm, and everyone's evaporating. Teddy tries to get it done, but it does not work. That is a clean ace, and that is FearX marching up the bottom lane to destroy a Nexus.
It's an absolute slaughter. The equalizer so good from Clear, but the follow-up is phenomenal as well. We were talking about the lack of summoners for the carries. Could DRX find an angle? They're not even given an opportunity to look for one.
And I just love that we get to see Clear finally demonstrate what he was when he was playing for this organization that they're crushing right now. The Nexus is going to go down, and I imagine that your POG vote is in. Knowing when you should be going for these plays, right? As, wow.
Yeah, there's a clear difference between the damage from our top laners right now as well.
Yeah, it's about 19,000. That is going to be the consideration, at least at the moment, for Pletter. Does mean that Willa isn't able to pick that one up, although Maokai and Ari not exactly going to make you feel super excited, and that's Twisted Fate, so you're exactly right. It is going to be the Jungle Jacks, and now Cassante has to deal with the Card Guy, and Card Guy is just generally pretty good at locking that down. Closer back on the Ari, though. This could be a really dangerous time as FearX look for a 2-0. DRX Hana duel set.
DRX fighting!
DRX Hana duel set.
DRX fighting!
Yeah, woo!
Yep, and I mean, he needs to have a good game here. There obviously is decent threat from a Xin Zhao Cassante. If the Cassante flips you back, can put you in an uncomfortable position.
End of spring or something, there was just whispers of Jack's jungle all the time, but no one actually played it as. There's a Bramble Smash, but it's not exactly going to do enough to get Execute out of there. Pletter just suffers. It's
just off the ground before you can interrupt it, and I think he mistimed it a little bit there. We can see Ari, rather good.
Looking pretty strong.
Feeling a little bit worse about Henna losing his, especially since Pletter does have that Hex Flash available.
Now Willer is going to spot Sponge. Counter-Strike does come on through there as Sponge is going to have to flash. Immediately goes back in though as Twisted Advance going to get Pletter amongst it. He's lit on fire immediately, and there is the flash over. First Blood goes to Closer as he just turns up. It is a kill for Teddy, but I don't know whether we're typing worth in all chat here on the DRX side of things just yet, as Yahoo not able to find anything, and FearX already moving towards a 1-2 lead. Take some money from the tree. Sponge moving in, will find Willa right now, but Closer in position. Counter-Strike down once again as Closer dashes on top. That's a Crescent Guard, so decent use of the ultimate just to make sure that he stays alive. But now Yahoo is 1v2, and there is no Xin Zhao anywhere near. Will be able to land the Wind Becomes Lightning, but still. That was a little bit strange. Yahoo just kind of being left out to dry.
Bot is quite substantially behind in farm. This is definitely the start that FearX wanted for their composition.
Absolutely. Moving just over a 1,000 gold lead at this point in the game is actually quite large.
Against a melee top laner, you're kind of like an annoying mosquito.
Ooh, Pletter is going to be able to punch away the Rel as Leap Strike to the Blast Cone and then immediately out again. That was a bit cute there from Willa.
Yeah, you're kind of like an annoying mosquito in these matchups, constantly harassing, and Rascal's just trying to hit you with the Fly Swatter.
All right, well, Pletter is going to go aggressive. Execute is really dead.
Very
like Omega dead.
Dead.
All of the dead.
You know, yeah.
That would be our expert advice. Okay, Sponge is coming in. There's the Nature's Grasp from Pleta. Looking for Henna here. He's got a cleanse, but it's just not going to work. But maybe it's baited them in. The Magnet Storm's fantastic, and Willer is in position. Pleta just punished, went way too far.
A big fight where he gets us on a stack, so...
Oh no.
Not for the best. Oh.
Yeah, Counter-Strike does come on down there as Yehu is taking the Jax for a walk, pushes him underneath the turret here as Execute now going to take the rest of the damage. They will be able to transition back and just take this outer turret down as there is a charm. Destiny has come down as well as he moves into the mid lane. That is a nice little dragon to come out from Teddy. He moves to about 2/3 health. Willa will be able to possess Shelly, and she will be the demolition crew, but now they die. Oh! The 5-man Magnet Storm, and the stun is just as good! DRX, how are you finding these team fights in back-to-back games? And DRX, they're just all of a sudden on the floor!
So good.
Oh my god. Just keep going, keep going. That's what Execute's saying.
Yeah, I'm going to say if his team didn't follow up.
That was pure dopamine, but you can see, and now with full vision, no way for DRX to really walk their way over here. Pleta gets a cheeky little ward over the wall, but they spot it out. So DRX knows they are making their way in. Blue Trinket does come on down as Willa just happy to tank this one up. There is the Destiny, so full information is going to be there. Chains of Corruption comes down as Mom. She gets a bit mad, but she kind of misses, and now Closer, he has to go golden, now dealing with 3 members. Teddy should be able to lock this one down, and it's Sponge that does collect the kill in the end. Now Rascal trying to get more. They lose just the Ahri, and DRX going to be pushed away from the Baron. Yeah, I guess, you know, ability haste or something like that. As, all right, 50% on this Baron's health bar. Sponge looking to make his way in there as Execute. Doesn't find too much, just kind of crashes down over the top of Pleta. Mum doesn't find too much as now Closer just jumps in and assassinates the Xin Zhao. And now Destiny to try and finish this one off. Teddy takes an Orb of Deception as Closer is going to help out, but that Counter-Strike just fantastic as Willa dives his way in. Teddy is assassinated on the back line as well, and once again, DRX just wiped the floor with them. These team fights have been so good. I'd really like that.
You know what would be a struggle?
What would be a struggle?
If DRX wins, I guess it would just have to be Teddy.
Oh, it would. It's never a struggle when it comes to DRX.
Well, that's true.
And long games, as Charm is going to go wide, Orb of Deception as well, as everything else also just doesn't really do too much.
Yeah, look at the
Destiny hits, though.
Players applying pressure on the side, and sure, the Ahri ult is down.
Yep, he is going to get ulted there, so Clear is now going to have to try and fight.
Oh my god, damage!
He's just going to die because he has 6 items. And now the layering of CC and the explosion there. Oh! The 3-man once again as Execute. Yes, we know you are going to get the POG for this game. It's a double kill for Willer off the back end of that engage. And every time there is fighting, DRX are winning this series. It's just beautiful to watch. Now Clear is just throwing these cards. They're even more deadly than they were the last time we watched. And on the fountain is Rascal, and he's going to wait here until his Nexus blows up. And Clear, I think he might wait for one of his teammates to be in the picture. But this game is over, ladies and gentlemen, and DRX are taking one extra step towards playoffs. That's how that one works, is we do have another outlier here as Henna does almost double what Teddy was able to put down. Not really the story because, I mean, Rascal did 10k damage across 2 of these games, right? And I think across the 2 games, Clear did 50k.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is Dear for the POG interview translation, joined by Clear and Execute on the side of DRX. Congratulations! It's been such a long time. How do you feel about the victory today? Clear. Yeah, we had a long streak of losses, and I almost forgot about how it feels to win. I'm very happy that we're able to win today. And Execute. It's a win after a very long time, so it feels very surreal, but yeah, it definitely feels much better to win than lose. Congratulations again, you guys look very happy. It's actually a white day in Korea. We actually prepared something on behalf of all the fans that couldn't make it to this, the site today. This is a gift from the team on behalf of the fans.
너무 감사합니다. 노란색 꽃이 너무 예쁜데 저한테 주시는 게
How
아니라 팬분들이
beautiful.
대표해서 저한테 주셨습니다.
So this is just to represent all the fans.
좋아하셨을 것 같은데 너무 아쉽고요. 하루빨리 팬분들이
I'm sure the fans would have loved it if they were able to share this moment with us here.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 네.
Thank you very much. So you guys are on a journey for your playoffs miracle run. So how determined is everyone to reach the playoffs?
연패를 하더라도 분위기는 그렇게 나쁘지 않았어요.
Regardless of the losing streak, I feel like our team spirit wasn't bad at all. I think we were all determined to win and we had enough confidence. That's why we were prepared for today's match, and I believe that we will be able to continue our journey from now on. And Clear, you picked Rumble into Renekton today, and with the skill build you went with, you showed intention of making the game unplayable to Renekton. So comp-wise, what role were you trying to fill? I picked Ignite, but instead of trying to make the Renekton unplayable, I think I was just trying to make sure that I can be a team player. So I played pretty slow, pressuring the enemy slowly, and I played it out like that. And in game 1, let's take a look at the game-ending moment at Baron. And DRX had an incredible aggro distribution here, so how did you find this teammate fight angle? I can't really remember the details here, but this was after we got Drake and we were trying to rush into Baron. I think maybe the enemy was getting a little too ahead of themselves trying to start Baron, so I think we just caught that moment pretty well. And in game 2, even though Senna was open, both teams didn't pick her. So was there any particular reason? Smolder is actually a really popular pick. And I think given that Smolder is open, Senna is not really a very safe pick into him. And Execute, there was a crazy 5-man Rao ult in the mid-team fight, so let's take a look at the replay. What a beautiful ult here. So how did you catch this ult timing? So our jungler actually went in and the enemy was just trying to focus down our jungler Wooler, and so I think we were just trying to catch them off guard and look for an outplay here. And Execute, of course you're good at other champions, but whenever you play an engaged champion, you never fail to show up with such a refreshing performance. So are you the one to usually make these proactive calls? Most of the time I try to make proactive plays. Of course, sometimes I outplay myself, but I'm trying to find the right angles by using mind games and win the team fights. And Clear, what are your thoughts? I can't really remember. So now you'll be facing East teams back-to-back after today against Gwangdong, Nongshim, and OK Savings Braeon. How will you prepare for these remaining matches? Clear?
저희가 전 경기 중에 이길 만한 경기가 몇 경기 있었던 것 같아요.
I feel like there were matches that we were able to win previously that would have put us in a better position, but we'll make sure that we win it all and make it up to the playoffs. And Execute? Within all the losses in the past, there are a lot of feedback for all the bad moments. So we'll be sure that we are prepared for the next matches, for all the perfect matches that we can pull off. So since you sent or gave me this flower on behalf of your fans, would you like to say anything to your fans? We were able to win today, but since the fans are not here, We're unable to hear
그런 느낌이 있는 것 같아서요.
our fans
빨리,
cheering for us, so
뵀으면
it's not as satisfying. I hope that we get to see you guys again at Lowell Park soon.
해주세요.
팬분들에게요.
팬분들에게 네, 꽃을 선물로
네, 선물로.
드리고 싶은 마음을
Why don't you
주셨습니다. 감사합니다.
Why don't you express your
알려드릴 사항이 하나 있습니다. 엑스큐트
your
선수.
wish to give the fans the flower
시크릿 보드룸이 방영이 되는데 엑스큐트 선수가 요원
and
킬러틴으로
execute?
네, 출연을 하셨다고 들었습니다. 시청자분들께 많이 봐달라고 홍보 한 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
So you took a special role in the content that we have upcoming. Would you like to say anything about that? Yeah,
여러분 많이 봐주시길
I hope you guys enjoy it.
응원하도록 하겠습니다. 지금까지 클리어 선수, 엑스큐트 선수였습니다. 인터뷰 감사합니다.
And this will be the end of the interview with Clear and Execute of DRX and Back to the Space.